Hi folks, I'm Jared Bentley. You're watching the Pop Chronicle right here on JohnsonCityPress.com.
Hey kids, how big is he? Big man, that's for sure. Hey man, come on, look at the size of this fella. Best your back's a little, concentrate. You look like a bat.
For this edition of the Pop Chronicle, I have handed off my responsibilities and enlisted the help of 5 friends. They're going to tell us their favorite forgotten films, films that they love that you may not have seen. It is 5 friends' favorite forgotten films.
Iron Maiden! Excellent! Execute bogus!
I'm Nathan Baker, and my favorite forgotten film is Constantine.
Cold.
Sure about this?
No.
It's neo-noir with Neo. A lot of the criticism for it focused on not being true to the source material, but that's not really a problem for me, because I was never big into the comic book or Catholicism. The cast may be in the A- list territory, although you've got the amazing Tilda Swinton in there pulling up the average, but they all seem to be well fit for their roles. Keanu Reeves is good as the cynical detective demon hunter trying and failing to buy his way into heaven. Rachel Weisz is the by-the-books cop. Swinton is a great androgynous Angel Gabriel, and even Gavin Rossdale isn't the worst as a demon half-breed. The best performance in the movie, however, is Peter Stormare, who gives us one of film's best Satans. It's just a nice mix of moodiness and irreverence that makes a casually rewatchable movie.
Go to hell.
I'm Jason Willis, and my pick is What Dreams May Come. It's a beautiful film, both in terms of the story it tells about the lengths true love will go to find one another, but also visually. Among other awards, it won an Academy Award for Best Visual Effects, and it really showcases Robin Williams' dramatic acting skills. It's an emotional roller coaster for sure, but just an incredibly beautiful story. Definitely something folks should watch.
It's your world!
Could you let go of the love you left behind?
I need Annie. That'll change in time. Time does not exist here, and wherever it went, it's not gonna make me need Annie any less.
I'm Sam Watson, and my movie choice is Days of Heaven from Terrence Malick. I discovered Terrence Malick's Days of Heaven years after its release in 1978. Independent films were not on the radar of a 14-year-old boy in Kingsport, Tennessee. But a college film class introduced me to what I still consider a visually perfect masterpiece. It may just be the most beautiful film ever made. At Malick's insistence, cinematographers Nestor Almendros and Haskell Wexler shot the film almost entirely in natural light. The effect is a painterly, ethereal quality that advances the film's story of human conflict with nature and humanity itself. Essentially, the plot is a love triangle, complete with deception, jealousy, and eventually death. But it's the opposite of film noir. Malick used distant, almost muted techniques and minimalist narration from child actress Linda Manns to communicate his vision. Days of Heaven and Malick left their stamps all over cinema. You'll find their imprint on hundreds of films made since, including The Color Purple, The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford, and All the Real Girls.
My name is Jessica Fuller. My favorite forgotten film is Troll 2. Troll 2 is an unforgettable experience I think everyone should see at least once, not because it's good in any capacity, but because it's absolutely terrible. I was introduced to this movie by one of my best friends in college about 8 years ago, and now it's a ritual for my friends and I to get together to watch it at least once a year. Everything about that movie is garbage. The acting, the plot, the dialogue, the costumes, the music, but that's what makes it so fun. It's probably the one movie I've seen the most, and honestly I've lost counts of how many times I've watched it. Anytime one of us makes another friend or starts dating somebody new, it's almost like a rite of passage that we all watch Troll 2 together.
Order you for the sacred power of the magic stone. No!
Hey, this is Brandon Paycomian, and my movie choice is Snowpiercer. This action-packed 2013 film explores the theme of social stratification in a world suffering from the devastating effects of climate change. The film takes place on a large train, which is rigidly divided into classes. On the train, the lower classes in the back of the train subsist off bugs and face cruel treatment from the upper classes, who live a decadent lifestyle near the front of the train at the workers' expense. As resentment grows, a rebellion starts to brew. Spoiler alert. This film seems to be a futuristic dystopian depiction of events such as the French Revolution, as the movie ends in complete disaster after the rebellion, led by actor Chris Evans' character, Curtis Everett, is able to finally fight its way to the front of the train.
This is your destiny.
So that's the Pop Chronicle, folks. 5 friends' favorite forgotten films. Check them out if you haven't already. It'll be well worth your time.
Thanks for watching.
Well.